5 to 10 kilometers, with some as shallow as 2 kilometers, which is incredibly shallow. And when it's that close to the surface, you can really feel the shaking. And now we've been feeling those all throughout yesterday and throughout last night. I myself live on the 6th floor of an apartment building in Taipei and was woken several times throughout the night. But those tremors feel even stronger in the east of Taiwan. John Van Trieste has the latest about how those tremors are affecting Hualien.
A sleepless night in an earthquake-stricken city. Just 3 weeks after a magnitude 7.2 earthquake hit Hualien, fresh aftershocks rattled the city every few minutes well into the morning. Some reached magnitude 6 or greater.
下午开始就开始在地震今天凌晨的时候就特别大。
2 buildings were unable to withstand the shaking. One had already been condemned. But the other, which housed a hotel, had not been flagged as potentially unsafe.
这栋没有被通报为要去做紧急评估，所以目前它没有被接单。
Firefighters rushed to help find people trapped inside. This woman was taken to a nearby hospital just to be safe. Meanwhile, those able to get out themselves brought whatever they could carry, realizing they've now joined the thousands of people already displaced by Hualien's recent earthquakes. Hualien County officials canceled all work and classes Tuesday, warning that more aftershocks are coming.
大小余震非常的频繁也不断，我想今天大家也都在这个惊惶恐惧，从昨天晚上到现在，所以请乡亲这个如果能够到空旷的地方，尽量到空旷的地方，那不要在大厦里面。
And while seismologists say what's happening in Hualien isn't unusual after a major earthquake, they say the shaking could continue for some time.
那以过去来看，这种大规模地震，它可能整个余震的延续到数个月到半年都是有可能的。
They say there's even a very small chance an even bigger earthquake could be on the way.
过去的统计是，大概5%的机会，它是一个前震的情形。
There is no way to predict earthquakes, though, making this a matter of chance. The one thing seismologists agree on is that Taiwan is one part of the world where quakes are bound to happen. The only thing people in Hualien and elsewhere across the country can do is to prepare for even more tremors ahead. Luffy Li and John Van Trieste for Taiwan Plus.
And so, as John mentioned there, there's a general feeling of uncertainty. Just in the last few hours, I myself have felt several decent shakes, and everyone's just kind of hoping that it's not a sign of something bigger to come.
So, Reese, based on what we just heard, what can we expect moving forwards?
Well, the government are taking precautions just in case these are not aftershocks, but in fact foreshocks of something bigger to come. So far, it's only Hualien that's closed schools and asked people not to go to work. But the government is asking people not to go to the mountains.